Go to the store, buy Scramble or Trouble or Monopoly or whatever else. Don't play games in here. You got it? Mr. Gamber, good morning. Your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Tim Gamber, on behalf of Mr. Giles, is also present. Go ahead and state your name, ma'am.
Daniel Giles.
Give me 1 second here. All right, so defendant had previously pled disorderly conduct, to disorderly conduct,
One count, I think, by Judge.
and then the other two were dismissed. So I have the A file. The victims were notified. Again, are either one of those people on Zoom? Heather?
No, Judge.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and proceed. If you had a chance to review the report with your client, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Yes, Your Honor, we have a couple. We did have a chance to review it this morning. Under the current active care, he is seeing Dr. Makmi, which is MAKHMI, and that's for his knee. Under the health section, it indicated good. He is still rehabbing a torn ACL. Shall I continue?
You don't need to talk about his medical.
I'm just talking about like accuracy, Judge.
Okay, good enough. Whatever you want. I mean, I'll
I
modify.
just like to make the record clear.
That's fine. I'll modify the report in that aspect.
The third thing, his employment status indicated that he hadn't worked since August 1st, and that should read October 1st, which is the date of the alleged incident. A fourth issue that we had, Judge, was that the probation department had recommended a psych evaluation or basically, to be evaluated and attend a mental health treatment as recommended by a free agency. Your Honor, this is how we got here. He went into the hospital. He was anxious. He had some issues. He wanted to have addressed. Came out of a psych hookup a week later with a torn ACL. So that's how we got here. In my
Say that again.
he went to the hospital.
I know. And that's where he told him he had suicidal ideations, right?
Well,
And then he attacked the two.
that's the allegations that are meant.
Well, wait a second. Be careful with me because your client pled, you keep saying alleged. There's no alleged anymore. He pled no contest to disorderly conduct. I relied on the police report to establish a factual basis. It said he went over to Corwell. They were going to treat him. And he had suicidal ideations and started punching a couple of the attendants, the nurses, right?
That was the allegation.
Well, there's no allegation. Wait a minute. Slow down. Stop saying allegation. This is a no contest plea.
That's accurately reflected.
To the use by the court of the police report. And that's what the police report says. I mean, if he's, well, I'm just telling you, if you're going to continue to say allegations, maybe he shouldn't have pled to anything if he's denying any of this. I'm only pointing out why they recommended that.
Perhaps I'll move along on that one.
Okay, go ahead.
And then just as far as the fines, Your Honor, it is clear taking into consideration the fact that he has not worked and has not been able to since October 1st. And that's all the corrections or additions that we have on the pre-sentence investigation as well.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing at this time.
Sir, is there anything you'd like to say? I mean, your conduct was out of hand here. It was out of hand. And the prosecutor was very generous, and that's their business, and I'm not going to get involved in it, but you start assaulting people, and I realize, I'm just saying, I realized the plea was to disorderly conduct, but I relied on the police report, and all the police reports brought with is you punching these guys, and you telling him he had suicidal ideations. I'm going to go ahead and place you on probation for 12 months. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. You're to undergo a psychological evaluation and treatment if recommended. You're not to have any contact with the victims, Nicholas Cady and or Benjamin Forrest. You're to pay fines in the amount of $200, costs in the amount of $150, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs are $475, screening fees $60 for $535, probation fees are $240 for $775. So again, no contact with the victims, psychological evaluation and treatment if recommended. I'm going to order 5 days jail credit, 1 serve 4, and I'll let you serve those as follows. You're going to serve, and I realize you have this issue going on with your feet or with your ACL. 3 days court work program, 1 day community service, $105 in court work program fees, and I'll make sure that defendant not to be scheduled for court work program, until at least August. And if you have a problem that prohibits you from still doing it in August, you bring your doctor's note and I'll revisit that. 1 day community service, I'll give you until May the 1st to complete that. That you can do that at any sedentary place. And the total here is $880. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. Any questions? Mr. Gamber, anything else?
Nothing, Your Honor.
So when can he pay these? Do you want me to set him up on a payment plan?
Yes, please. I mean, until he gets a job and is able to get some income, like he's going to need a payment plan if that's possible.
Yeah, I'll do $200 a month, and we'll start that beginning on July the 1st. How's that?
July 1?
July 1. And if he doesn't have the money to pay at any point, all he has to do is call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give him an extension. You'll meet with probation here. Anything else?
I'll take this time, Your Honor.
Sir, anything else? Any questions? Best of luck to you. Luke Anthony Durant, you will meet with probation, 260.
Honor, Edward Zelman, for the defendants who passed, but please give your name, speak clearly.
Your name, sir?
Norbert Pastor.
All right, so he's going to plead to operating while impaired, the OWI to be dismissed, true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, is that what you would like to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you do that, the possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service, court costs, or all those 4 points. License suspension or revocation in accordance with your record in the vehicle could be, or I may have to be immobilized depending upon your record. If he had a prior in 21, you know I have to order immobilization today.
Your Honor, he may not own the vehicle at the present time, so we'll sort that out.
He's got it on his title.
You still own the vehicle?
It is my wife's vehicle.
It's in your name, sir.
We give him an opportunity, if he can, to sell the car before you
Well,
go.
I got to order immobilization.
We order mobilization.
Let me just do this. Let's take the plea first. Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The charge operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead?
Yes.
I'm sorry? I didn't hear you.
I pled guilty.
He's speaking soft, he said I pled guilty.
All right. Can you repeat it a little louder for me?
And also, I'd like to apologize.
You don't have to apologize for anything.
Don't do that, Judge.
Just tell me how you plead.
He has a Hungarian accent, Judge.
All right. To the charge, I'm going to ask you again, to the charge operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead?
Yes, sir.
On September 1 of 25 at 11 p.m., were you operating a motor vehicle on Jefferson near Toledo and Trent? I'm sorry?
Yes, sir.
Did you drink alcohol before that? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
Yes, sir. I have drunk 2 Tito's and sugar-free Red Bull. I have drunk that after a 23-hour fast. So I was on the weight loss regimen for almost, at that time, for almost 9 months.
Okay,
We'll get to the rest later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
was your ability to operate the vehicle impaired because of the alcohol consumption?
Oh, I was very good, pretty well capable.
No, you were impaired when the officer pulled you over, based on the blood alcohol.
Based on the blood alcohol, but I was very well aware of the situation. I
Sir.
felt I was doing.
Why were you pulled over by the police?
I was rushing home to take the dogs out.
You're speeding, right?
Yes, sir.
You think you were speeding at least?
Yes.
Listen to me, please slow down. You think you were speeding at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
No,
Wait, hold on. You said you were drinking, and then you realized you had to get home, you leave the alcohol, and it caused you to increase your speed in driving the motor vehicle?
no, the road was completely empty. I thought it was safe speed.
Well, you got the problem.
Did he have did he take an intoxilizer test at the police station?
Yes, and we stipulate that.
And were the results .102 for purposes of the police?
What's point 0.09? 0.09, when he,
They say PBT 094 intoxilizer .102.
well,
That's what it says.
the second test. That's the second test, Judge.
Ah.
The first one was a 0.09 intoxicant.
All right, so one was .102 and one was .09. You stipulate that those were accurate for purposes of the plea.
Yes, Your Honor, the intoxilizer has not been defeated, and I just, so I don't let you know, I mean, I don't want to misrepresent the court. The first result was a .098,
Okay,
Your Honor.
fair
Just,
enough.
and the second one, he was on his way up.
Are you on probation or parole, Mr. Pastor?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, I'll accept your plea to impaired driving, dismiss the OWI, order a screening and assessment. We'll set a sentence date. I do have to order that immobilization for 90 days. I'll give him the minimum, and he has to have it done within 7. Now, if he transfers the vehicle, he has to make sure it's somebody he can transfer the vehicle to legally.
And not in the same residence, I know that. Your Honor.
So February 19th, we're going to give you an order. You'll be screened and assessed, and give me a sentence date if you would, Heather.
That will be February 26th.
Is that good with you, Mr. Simon?
Is that a Thursday or?
That should be a Thursday
Yes.
at 8:30. Is that good?
That'll work, Your Honor. Here's the problem. The court's been very indulgent with me on this case. So if I need another indulgent, I'll ask for another indulgent.
All right, good luck.
Indulgent. So, Judge, may I make part of the record now? Because we've had in chamber conferences, I just want to let Mr. Pastor, I want to let the court know that most of this delay was the result of counsel trying to get the best deal he could.
I know
And I
that.
want Mr. Pastor to know, and the court to know, that it was with no chagrin or attempting to cast any blame on anyone. It was a lower score generally, and I wouldn't have pushed it this far.
I understand.
Mr. Pastor, he understands what happened, but the reason I'm telling you that is, I sent him to a psychiatrist for the internal medicine exam to see if he had a problem with alcohol, and that's why he's not taking sobriety for him, because he has no problem. He's done every AA meeting that you've ordered since he was put on bond every week, and he's gone to see his therapist, and they've said he has no problem with alcohol. That's why he didn't take sobriety for it.
Okay.
It would be a waste of your resources and time. Do you agree, Mr. Pastor?
Yes, sir.
This was just a night we had one drink too many, and that's all.
I'm working out every day. I work out twice a day. I was a judo junior Olympian. I worked my whole life. I worked so super hard. Okay, I made a little mistake. I was rushing home to take the dogs out. I was on weight loss regimen. I lost literally 30 pounds. After COVID, I have tested every single police department and city hall here in the Denver area. I've done all the COVID tests for every single person. I have tens of thousands of people. Okay, I did everything
Mr.
right.
Pastor.
I almost died.
Wait, he
At
has
the time when I
to
had
say-
heart problem. I almost died at that time when I got heart problem. I lived for an extra 4 years. Finally, at the beginning of this year, I was able to start all that added weight I was able to start getting and losing it. And yes, I did make a mistake because I shouldn't have that 2 drinks. I should not have that.
All right, well, we're going to talk about all this at sentencing. We'll talk about all this at sentencing.
We've already outviewed.
Yeah,
we've already outviewed it.
Okay.
That's why I did it today.
All right, you're charged with a violation of probation. I took your plea. Let's see. I took your plea under section 771. I need Jessica. You pled guilty to failure to report. Hang on 1 second. Oh, this is the new one. This is a new one.
Yeah.
I was the INation.
You're charged with failure to complete the economic crime prevention program with Class A Training Center. That's count one. Do you understand the charge? Are you tired?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Count two, that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Count three, you failed to provide proof of completing 32 hours of community service by January 31 of 26. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, that would be 3 more technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights revocation and probation form?
Yes, I did.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to an attorney. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you would like one. Would you like a lawyer to represent you? I'm going to ask you how you plead now. As to count one, that you failed to attend the economic crime program with Class A Training Center. How do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to attend that program?
Yes, I did.
Count two, that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered by January 31 of 26. How do you plead?
Yes.
You failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered by January 31 of 26? I'm asking, did you fail to pay all of your fines as you were ordered to pay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, but you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered, correct?
Yes.
Count three, that you failed to provide proof of completing 32 hours of community service by January 31 of 26. How do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to provide proof of completing your community service by that date?
Yes, I didn't turn you in by the day.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
Huh?
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept your plea. I was probably too nice. I'll accept your plea as to all 3 counts.
I could pay the fines today and I got the community service paid that I didn't turn me in on time, but it was completed before the 31st.
You're not taking me very serious.
No, it was done. It was done.
Listen to what I'm telling you. You were in here on violations on December 17 of 25.
Yeah.
I did nothing. I didn't assess any costs. You had a failure to report, failure to complete community service. I told you to complete your community service and provide proof by January 31, pay $200 by December 23 of 25, the rest by January 31 of 26. And I told you again, if you didn't have the money to call the court, we'd go on Zoom, I'd give you an extension. None of that happened.
Okay, I do have a lot going on. My daughter's still in the hospital, so that's why I just couldn't sink in. And the day I got done, I had to go straight to the hospital, stay there with my daughter for about 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks?
You've been here since December?
Is she still there?
Yes.
She's been there for 2 months?
No, a year and months. Like last December.
Well, December 25, right?
December 2.
She's been in the hospital for 14 months?
Yes.
I don't remember us talking about this.
I did talk about it.
Your name?
Jessica Courtroom. We did.
Remind me. Remind me.
Yes, her daughter has been in the hospital. She reminded you the last time in her hearing that she's been in the hospital for over a year now. She did provide proof of the community service today, and based on the letter, it was completed prior to the due date, but she did turn it in until today. But those hours are now completed and confirmed.
Okay. What about the economic crime program?
That class is now been completed.
She did everything.
She did everything but the class at this point. She says that she has the money to pay today for her balance. Otherwise, though, the community service is done. The only thing left is the class. Her case was taken under the 771 delayed sentencing status. She's set for prosecutor review next week, February 19th.
Extend the training, the program won't be done.
No, it will not. I don't know when the next class is offered. I know the last one was January 18th, and she didn't attend that.
I placed her on probation on August the 28th, so she should be coming off February 28th, true?
Correct.
So I'm gonna extend probation for 2 months until April 28th of 26. There's additional costs of $50, additional probation fees of $40. Heather, I'm gonna need a new review hearing date sometime before that. And you have to make sure you complete the Class A Training Center, okay? I don't remember talking about your daughter, so I didn't make any notes on it. I don't know why. complete the program at Class A. And why don't you give me a date, Heather, like in, let's see, we're already mid-February. Why don't you make it
April,
second week?
Judge, or,
Yeah, second week of April or so.
okay, we could do April 9th.
All right, we're gonna make it April 9th. Review hearing will be April 9th at 8:30, okay, ma'am? You're gonna pay all your fines now, right?
Yeah,
All right, I'll make a note. You're gonna pay all your fines costs now. Proof of completion of community service provided. I wish you well. If you do everything when you're supposed to, you're gonna end up with this case dismissed. It was taken under 771. You gotta have everything else done though, okay? April the 9th at 8:30 will be your review hearing date. I wish you well. You'll go down the hall, you'll get your dates, and we're all set.
thank
Good luck. And good luck with your daughter. I'm sorry you're going through that. I really, nice and loud for me.
you. Talk first.
You're charged with driving on a suspended and defective equipment. You have the right to an attorney. If you want one, I will give you one. Would you like a lawyer?
No.
I'll arraign you and then I'll send you to the prosecutor. I'm gonna need, that one sentencing with Mr. Gamber. You're
Judge,
charged
is
with
this Miss
that.
Curtis up here? Tashada Curtis?
What's
Is that
that?
who you- Is this Tashada Curtis? I'm sorry, that you have at the podium?
Yeah.
She has 2 warrants that we're working on right now also.
All right.
And I believe it does look like though they are Judge Hessen, so I'm not sure if you just want to send her over there or when we're done with them. But just to give you a heads up.
All right, thank you. Ms. Curtis, you're charged with operating a motor vehicle on January 18 of 26 in the city of Trenton on Fortner West at 1:16 in the morning. They think you had defective equipment and a suspended license. That is a misdemeanor driving on a suspended, punishable by up to $500 in fines, 93 days jail costs, or all of those penalties. Do you understand that? Nice and loud.
Yeah,
Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a trial of any kind. You understand that? Yep. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer? I'll enter a not guilty plea. You got to show up in court. Why, when was she scheduled for court that she failed to appear on?
October 12th of 2022.
Oh, geez, I don't want to rush you here. What are you doing?
Bill Court, where?
Here, this place. You were supposed to be here in October of 22. Well, don't sound so aloof about it, okay? You're not endearing yourself to any judge when you pull that kind of nonsense. You're gonna be arraigned on those warrants next door. $500 personal bond. You're lucky you're getting a personal bond. Do you work? What are you acting like this for? Like I don't recall, like it's not a big deal, like I forgot to pay my water bill that was $3.13. Young lady, don't play games. Judges don't like games. You want to play games? Go to the store, buy Scramble or Trouble or Monopoly or whatever else. Don't play games in here. You got it? Good. You'll go meet with the prosecutor. Either way, you'll come back in front of me and then you have to go next door to Judge Hessen and she will arraign you on those charges when they cancel the warrants. Good luck. Zuko. Either way, you're coming back in front of me, young lady. Joseph William Zuko, 26G306819A. And B, your name? You're charged with driving while license expired. You're also charged with no proof of insurance. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want one? It is alleged that on January 7 of 26 that you did operate a motor vehicle on Middle Gibraltar near Jefferson in Gibraltar at 9:25 p.m. They think you had an expired license. That is a misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to $100 fines, 90 days jail costs, or all those in 2 points. Do you understand that? You're also in court on a civil infraction charge and no proof of insurance. That's 0 points. Do you understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. And we're not going to have a trial of any kind. You understand that? All right. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer? Enter a not guilty plea, $100 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without consent. You can't violate a law. You must appear in the court as directed. Why weren't you here on January 29th?
I thought that I had court on Friday. I thought it was on the 30th.
Did you show up on the 30th?
No, I had called up, you
What'd you call up here on what day?
called on the 30th.
For what? Why'd you call if you thought you had court? Why don't you just come up here?
I couldn't get the day off work. I was going to try to study a little bit. He told me that I had court on the 29th.
Go down, talk to the prosecutor, come back in. Have a seat right out in the hallway and they'll set you up. Good luck. Stevens Disposal, 2